Hi, this is my invention, the SnowSnout. So have you ever gone outside with a balaclava on to do an outdoor winter activity, but found that in minutes the balaclava is wet and cold from your breath? Many skiers have, and my invention is for them and anyone else who does outdoor winter activities. So the market for skiing is actually quite big, as there's about 125 million skiers worldwide and about 11.6 million skiers in the US. And the total spend was $5.53 billion in the US alone in 2023, and it forecasts to grow by 5% every year. So there are like competitors in the market trying to make comfortable face masks, but no one has actually solved the issue of keeping your face dry and warm with the mask. And below are some examples of products that try but don't actually solve the issue. So I discovered that the fundamental problem of every cold weather face mask is that the mask material is too close to your mouth and therefore absorbs moisture from your breath quite quickly, and that makes it uncomfortable. So I needed to figure out a way to either keep the moisture out of the mask altogether or keep the mask from touching your skin. To solve this, I would need to build something that was safe to wear, obviously, comfortable and normal looking, as nobody wants to go around with like some massive helmet looking like Darth Vader. Uh, this is my evolution in prototypes. I thought a valve of some sort might work to keep the mask dry, but as I said earlier, nobody wants to look like Darth Vader and also have an uncomfortable thing in their mouth all day. I thought a construction mask might work, and while it did keep moisture away from my skin, a construction mask is itchy, uncomfortable, and not very breathable, so it stayed dry but wasn't suitable for sports or activities. I tried halving the construction mask in half, and I thought that would work to make it more breathable, but when I put a balaclava over the mask, it collapsed under the tightness of the mask's elastic fabric. So I went on to my next idea and I identified a way to hold the mask off the wearer's skin to keep the face dry and warm. And I am in the process of filing a US patent application and am working with attorneys to get my invention protected. That's why I've like blacked out the picture there. So the snow snout keeps the mask off the wearer's face and keeps the mask fabric dry. So these are some pictures of my invention in action, me and my mom using it. And it overall holds the mask and any accumulated moisture off your face quite well. And actually, it's kind of interesting because it holds it off your face, there's a nice little warm air pocket in there. So your face is actually quite much warmer than it would be normally. And even if the mask does get slightly wet, any accumulated moisture doesn't touch your skin, so it's not at all uncomfortable. Thank you for listening to my presentation.
It's great. Thank you, Dash. Michelle, let's begin with you.
So, as you went through this process, what were the different things that you learned?
I learned a lot how when I originally was gonna do this problem, I was like, I mean, how much of a problem really is that? Like, what if that's just like a personal issue? But when I asked like my friends and other people who go skiing, they all said it was actually quite a big issue for them. So I was like, oh, actually, this is not just like a personal pet peeve. It's actually a problem. I
Okay.
also learned how big the market for skiing is. I would never have guessed that it would be over $5 billion a year. But I learned that.
Okay. How about when you were determining your materials? It's a, when you went from various mask materials, how did you decide what to try next?
I originally just used a normal like ski balaclava, but then I thought it would probably be better if I was gonna like when I make this myself to probably use like already hydrophilic fabric in the mask. So like there's like pretty much 0% moisture at all. So I also actually to find somebody who could make it with hydrophilic fabric, I actually met with a guy who owns like a big sewing shop, and he said he could probably make it for me. But then he said a better idea might be he pointed me to an associate of his in China who he said could probably definitely mass produce it for me.
Great, thank you. Hard work.
Thank you. Gershi, I would like to put that.
Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate you were searching for market and trying to understand how big problem it is for how many people. But as well, I'm more interested now in testing. Then, you tested it on your mom. Anybody else?
My brother also tried it, and he actually originally thought a construction mask would work great, but then when I told him to go wear it outside for 10 minutes, he came back in and he was like, oh yeah, this is not breathable at all. But he also tried testing my final prototype, and he said it worked quite well as well. And I also asked the people who I asked them whether it was a problem, I went back to them and showed them my prototype and asked them whether they thought it would work. And they said they thought it would work quite well.
So they also tried it.
They did not try it because at the time I only had like 1 or 2 prototypes, as you saw with me and my mom. So they did not try it, but looking at the pictures from me and my mom and looking at like the inside and like the design of it, they thought that that would solve the problem.
Right. Thank you.
Right, wonderful. Okay, great questions and great answers there. Thank you, Dash.